So now let us proceed with contraposition. It comes from the suffix Latin word conta or contra, which means against, and from the infinitive Latin verb ponere, which means to put against. In a logical deductive inference, it is by transposing your subject and your predicate, like in conversion, and put the contradictory term of the original predicate, like in aversion. Now, how does it work? So let us have first the simple contraposition. Your subject will, what you're going to do is put the contradictory of the predicate. When you say you're going to change it, the same with conversion. Your subject will become the predicate, your predicate will become the subject, but you're going to put the contradictory for the subject, okay, of the predicate. Then your copula will change from positive to negative and negative to positive. Then your predicate, you're going to put the original subject. Okay? So in conversion, you're going to put the subject to predicate and predicate to subject. But in this time, you're going to put the subject into predicate, but put your subject as an original. But when you put your predicate into subject, make it a contradictory. Okay? Contraposition. It's a different position now. But same, your copula will change. Okay? So proposition A, which means universal affirmative. Every PUP professor is professional person. Okay, universal, every PUP professor. Okay, your copula here is, so according to the rule, make your predicate as your new subject, but make it negative. And your copula will also change, but your subject will remain as it is. So we are safe to say, therefore, an professional person is not a PUP professor. So here, being professional person as your predicate, once you transfer that as your subject, it will become contrary, unprofessional. Professional and professional. Your copula is affirmative, make it into negative, is not. Okay, PUP professor is your subject, so remain that as your subject. Okay, next, proposition E to I, meaning universal negative to particular affirmative. So we say, some philosophers are non-morons. Okay? So we are going to say, therefore, some non-morons are not philosophers. So you change it, remain the philosopher here. Again, I think this is not proposition E. Some, this is proposition I or to O. Okay. Some non-morons here are not philosophers. Okay. Proposition O to I. Many saints are non-Italians by birth. Therefore, many non-Italians by birth are not saints. Okay, you're going to change your subject into the predicate part and your predicate into subject. So that is for the partial contraposition or simple contraposition. Now let's have the complete contraposition. When we say complete contraposition, the subject is put as the contradictory of the predicate. Your copula now will not change. Then your predicate, put the contradictory of the subject. When we say, once you put your subject as predicate, change it to its reciprocal. When you put your predicate as a subject, change it on its reciprocal, but do not change your verb. Example, proposition A to A, universal particular or universal affirmative to universal affirmative. Every PUP professor is a professional person. I think it should be A to E. Therefore, every unprofessional person, okay, every unprofessional person here as your predicate is non-PUP professor. Again, this is a correction, proposition A to proposition E. Okay. Next, proposition O to proposition I. Several overseas workers are not nurses. Therefore, several non-nurses are not non-overseas workers.